Host name, basis of biomedical instrumentation, title isolation amplifier, Mr. Prem Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Isolation amplifier on completion students will be able to explain the isolation amplifier. The isolation amplifier it is used to providing protection against leakage currents in biomedical recorders such as ECG machines, break the ohmic continuity of electric signals between input and output of amplifier. Isolation includes different supply voltage sources and different grounds on each side of the isolation barrier. There are three methods and used for design of a isolation amplifier. Transformer isolation, electric signal obtained from the electrodes is supplied to the amplifier block. After amplification, the signal is applied to the modulator block. Usually, the amplitude modulation process occurs in isolation amplifier. This approach uses frequency modulated or pulse width modulated carrier signal with a small signal bandwidth. It uses the internal DC to DC converter comprising a 20 kHz oscillator, transformer receiver, filter to supply isolator power. Isolation barrier does not provide infinite impedance. A small voltage across the barrier creates some error appeared in the output voltage. This voltage is known as isolation mode voltage. The transformer isolation is shown in figure. So in this transformer isolation, the two transformers is used the patient isolation transformer and the mains transformer. The patient isolation transformer is connected to the patient, so main transformer is connected to the main supply. So in this transformer is isolation by using optical isolation. The isolation can be achieved by optical, in which patient is electrically connected neither the hospital line nor the ground line. A separate battery is operated which supplies power to patient circuit. A signal is converted into light by a light source LED. Light falls on the phototransistor on output side which converts light signal into electric signal having original frequency, amplitude and linearity. No modulator demodulator is needed because the signal is transmitted optically. Capacity isolation method is a digital encoding of the input voltage and the frequency modulation is sent to the supply. Separate power supply is needed to both sides of barrier. Signals with the bandwidth 70 Hz, 70 kHz can be conventionally handled this arrangement. Merits of isolation and for all the three types of isolation amplifier are common, most popular in the amplifier is using transformer. Optocoupler amplifier is more cost effective. It uses a minimum number of the components followed by the transformer coupled amplifier. Capacitor coupled amplifier is more expensive. Optocoupler amplifiers offers lower isolation voltage between input and output. Out transformer coupled 1200 volt coupled 2200 volt. Isolation resistance levels are in order of the some values. Is gain, stability, is linearity, best capacity coupled versions. So electrical isolation is most commonly used technique to ensure patient protection against electrical hazards. So isolation amplifier is used for instruments, ECG, pressure monitor, pressure transducers, pacemakers. It is designed to electrically separate in the portion of the circuit in which the patient is connected from the portion circuit, AC, AC power line and ground. Gain stability is a ground. Isolation amplifier principle is a basic principle designing for safety to principle single fault condition. Medical electrical product designed and operates safety not only is a normal condition but also abnormal single fault condition. Design is based on the type of the applied parts is equipment to the patient classified into four types. Type B, no electrical contact with the patient and may be earthed. Type BF is electrically connected to the patient but not directly to the heart. Type CF, electrically connected to the heart of the patient. Type F is floating with respect to earth. Basic isolation of the Earth means voltage.